Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing part 2 of this book here. It's by Rita Berman, and let's see, it's my winter. I think it was I had somebody give me a comment on the title, so I was gonna double check. My winter walk is what it is. So we're going to do part 2 of this page here that we were working on yesterday. Remove that. Yesterday we did the Albrecht Durer watercolor. That is what is on here right now. And we're going to do the coloring in pencils. So these are the Polychromos that match the same colors that we have on here already. So I'll list them all down in the description box. I'll try to tell you which ones are what when I'm using them. And then I'll bring out some extra ones. So I'll try to bring some kind of information to you. I'll show you the pencils when I'm using them. I just want to make sure that we get all the ones that we had out already. Pretty sure I've got them all. I just need to get a couple of browns out here also, because we're going to be doing this sleigh here in kind of goldish colors, and I want to get out some browns to go with those brighter colors. So I'm just going to pull out some stuff here, put them on the side so I can tell you what those are when I'm doing them. If I can get them out of the thingy. I'll try those. Okay. So I'm going to bring the camera down and angle it a little bit so we can get some work done on the little pieces. I'm going to try to get that book to sit just a little flatter too. There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're going to work on this portion that you can see right now. I'll do some work on the ground first, and then we'll just kind of move our way up. So I pulled out a burnt sienna. You can see that. Then we're just going to touch up some of these colors down here on our ground area. So just kind of lightly bringing that in on the brown areas that we already have. Kind of darkening up some of that and lightening up some other parts. So how is everybody? I hope you're doing well. We'll go over here too and add that in over on this side, which you can see, right? Try to keep my hands out of the way. Okay, and then over on this side. There we go. We'll pull in some of the green that we used down here, which was the light green. And just blend it right on top. Okay, then I'm going to bring in some of the pine green that we used down here also. And then we will use a little bit of the green gold and just blend that on top too. And there we go. A nice pretty variegation of color going down there. Add a little bit more over on this side. So we've got our greenish brown going on down there. Okay, now the sled rails. We're going to add some of this green gold in here too. Just in some areas. Darken those up. Maybe over here. Okay. Then we'll bring in some of the sienna, burnt sienna. Add some of that in the darker sides here. Bring some of that into that red too. Okay. Then we have, I'm supposed to have, we don't have it out, a walnut. Where is it? Here we go. Walnut brown. Just gonna darken up these shadowy parts just a bit more. I'm going to bring some of that up in here. Bit of color here. Okay, then we're going to bring in dark chrome yellow. Put it on top of all the brown that we just put in. go. And then we're going to bring in some cadmium yellow. Add some orange in there. I'm going to bring in a little bit of terracotta into this one. And we'll throw some in here too. And then we're going to run some of this around in this area. So just going to draw it up there. Okay. We have a little, pronounce that sanguine, that I'm just gonna put in there too. Just here and there. That just kind of gives us a nice glow on that. We need to put some brown in here. This is just brown. This is the burnt sienna. Sorry. Okay. All right. Then we're going to put red in. I'm going to start off with the madder. And we're just going to add some of this into this side of the sleigh. It's just going to brighten everything up a little bit. And we didn't color in those, so I'm going to have to figure out, I still haven't figured out what color to put in it. Just going to go over the red in this area. Bring it into this color here. Blend them out. You can see this part right. I always have to look up to make sure I'm doing it right. So we want a red sleigh. Not pink. So we're just going to bring that up. we'll go over those. So we're just going to go over all these little round circles with the madder. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to move the book so you can see where the pencil is. Okay. We're going to bring in a little bit of that Sanguine, if I can find it again. Yep, that one. I'm going to add it in here too. Kind of brighten that up a little. Give it a highlight. And then we'll put some back here. Okay, we're just putting on a little heavier pressure there so it'll go on evenly. I don't have any watercolor underneath that, so back to the madder. I'm just running that in there darker. Okay, then we're going to bring in some of the Caput Mortuum Violet, which is the color we put down as the base. Get it nice and dark down here. Throw a little in here too, and then in these guys. It's going to darken that area there, right around this edge here. Sorry about that. Always getting phone calls. 'Tis the season, right? Okay, we're going to add in a little bit of that Sanguine up in the top of these too. I kind of like that color. It's pretty. That. Make sure we get enough of it down in here. And then some up here. There we go. And then I'm going to run it in with my finger here. So make sure it gets blended nice. You notice those beads just turned nice and red. There we go. And my fingertip. Okay. It does get all over you when you do that, but it burnishes it into the paper. I'm just trying to find something I can wipe my hand off with. I have washcloths in here somewhere. Okay, get that off. So I don't smudge the whole paper with it. Might want to get that a little wetter. There we go. All right. Now, if you think that that isn't the color you like, that's fine. You can change it to anything else. If you want to lighten up an area, so you got something a little too dark here, like I think this should be lightened up a little right there. I'm just going to add a highlight. I'm going to use the eraser, get the red out of those beads. So we can color those in. Maybe highlight that a little bit more. This up here. Just soften that up a little. Put a bead down here. And maybe highlight this one here just a bit more. So you can use that eraser to do or help you out with any highlights if you got a little too dark in there. You can either go in with white or bright, bright, bright yellow and just help it out a little bit. If you want, you can go in with white and then go over it with yellow, and it helps too. So whatever you want to do. I'm going to leave it until I get towards the end and figure out what I want to mush in there. I forgot to add a little yellow into these. So I'm going to do that. Just throw some in there. Connect it to the pieces. This has got some double lines and some not, but we want the color down there. So it looks like it's an airy, whimsical sleigh. Okay, what other thing can we do here? Doesn't look dark enough here for me. So I'm going to put a little more of the, this is burnt carmine. Just darken that portion. And put some over here. And I'll be playing with that for a long time, trying to get all the white out of it. And again, like if you wanted those to show up a little more, you can just use your eraser and make those stand out more. Same with any of the areas down here. Going in circles, because these are circle things, help fill in any of those little white spots we're seeing there. But I think that'll be good enough for now. We got to move on to other things. We can't just play around with those all day. All right. What is this? This is the light green. We're going to put it on the leaves here. We're going to press a little harder here because we want this one to be a light leaf. So light on this side and then heavier pressure on that side. Okay, same on this. Dark on one and light on the other. This one we're just going to go dark around this edge. Heavy pressure, and if you want, you can bring those lines in with the heavier pressure too. And then just lightly touch it on the outside. Same with this. Heavy pressure over here, light on that side. And get it colored in. Oh, those are tiny leaves. There we go. Okay, so that one's a nice bright one. And like I said, if you wanted to do any details on these packages, like put on polka dots or stripes or whatever you want to do. Okay, like this box here, we can do kind of, do I have a pen? Let's double check. This might work. Maybe we can put some diagonal lines on here. Maybe I should get a ruler. But we can take a pen and just put some lines on it. Like so, and then when we color it in, we can take like the pine green and we'll darken those stripes up. Bring in the light green. And then you can light green in between. And it gives you a little different texture. Put a dark under there. Darken it up just a little bit on the top. Down the side. And shadow the bottom of it. If you want to make those lines darker, you can just use your black pencil here. And darken those up a little bit. And we're going to outline this whole railing when we get the inside presents all decorated up. So we have a bow here, and we want to make sure that we get that all nice and pretty. So, boom. Nope. Gotta find the pencil, the Caput Mortuum violet. We're going to darken it up down here. Darken it on this side, down at the bottom of the box. Try not to get it all over the lid, but you do have an eraser, so it's my friend. Okay, and then we can darken one side of these hearts. Okay, then we're going to bring in some burnt carmine. And then we're going to bring in some dark chrome yellow. Just brighten that up there. and then matter on top. And then you have a nice pretty bow. We're going to have, this is the color I did it, so light flesh in here. Kind of add some of that color in. And then we'll add some shading to it. So we'll bring the matter back in. And just lightly go over that. Okay, back over with the lighter color. Then we're going to go over the hearts with the black. Just to make sure they stand out. Turn your pencil so you get a sharp edge, because it will dull down really quick. Okay, blue is the sky blue, so we're going to put that on there. And we'll put some up on the top. Maybe we'll do something on the top of this one. Or in it, or something. Now the top is done in the dark indigo. Oh, let's see. We got stripes on these two hearts, polka dots. We'll put polka dots on this guy down here. So we'll just throw in some dark polka dots in here. There we go. And we'll darken it down on this side. Throw in some of the light blue. And then we'll take our eraser, pull it out a little bit. We're going to try to erase some of that in that ribbon there. So I don't want a ribbon that's just going to blend in. I'm going to get the eraser in the eraser bit. Make sure it's clean. Okay, that looks all right. We're gonna have to do it kind of. I'm sorry, I got another phone call. I'm still not happy with the jaggedness of this sleigh, but I will fix that with something else. We're just gonna keep working on our packages here. So we got polka dots, heart stripes, polka dots, snowflakes, and swirlies. And I think I can probably add something on somebody else. We'll do this one here, yellows. So I'm going to bring in the dark chrome yellow and go on the yellow part and darken that up. Get the pieces I missed. Kind of go dark right up on that ribbon area. And then I really don't get this bow type thing, so we're gonna, on each one of these corners, put a darkness, and then I'm just gonna bring that straight down and pretend there's a ribbon going through there. And put a little dot there. Okay. I'm also going to put this right over that red and give some highlight to that, because I think that'll look pretty. I'll bring in some of the, I had it there, cadmium yellow, and just go over that area, because I want this is a yellow package. And we'll probably go over the bow, kind of give it a glow in the center. There we go. All right. This one we're going to have to do probably in a green or a gel pen, because this is so dark and I don't even think the green will lighten that up. Might. There we go. This is just the light green. And we're going to do the same thing, kind of go over the bow and give it a bow, which means the package behind it probably needs to be seen. Unless we fill it in and pretend it's really fluffy. So we'll do that. Okay, and then I'm going to try to add the green to this ribbon just by tracing over it. And then you get the hint of it. Yeah, we're going to see if we can blend these with a blending stick, or I could just bring back in the watercolor. So I don't want to blend the polka dots. I don't know. We'll see. Went over that black, so you have to be careful. Well, we'll check it out later. We're just going to keep coloring here. Go up to this one. I'm going to do the same as we did over here. Is the chrome, dark chrome. Go around those dots. Bring that color up. The bow is done in the Caput Mortuum violet. So I'll just darken this edge. Darken under here. Hold on. Okay, I was working on this bow. So we've got the Caput Mortuum violet here, and we're just going to darken up the darker areas. Can bring it down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to bring in a little Prisma white on that bow. I'm going to sharpen it. Let me go. So that's just your Prisma white. We're going to add it in here. Just give that a little bit more of a highlight. Going to get the black. I'm going to deepen it right down here in the bow. Maybe bring up some lines there. And then we have a bow. Took too long, huh? Might add a little bit of red under here. This is madder, I believe. A little bit up here. A little down in here. Then we'll bring in a little of the light flush. And just a touch of that white right here. Blend it in. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do with those polka dots. Okay, we have a red package here, so we're going to go in with the madder. Just highlight the bottom of it. And just a very light coat up here. Darken under the bow. Or ribbon. There we go. I don't know about the ribbon part for that one yet, so we're gonna skip that part for right now. I'm gonna go to this green, so we're gonna put a little pine on that. That is striped, so you could go every other one. darken them up. Okay, we'll do the ivy here. Then the berries, we just take in some Caput Mortuum violet and darken those. Just in some spots. You can do that on these tiny ones if you like. We're going to bring in a little of the pine green right up through there. And then we'll do the little tips in the pine. And then the rest of that in the light green. Okay. Purple package, purple, purple, purple. I have two purples out. No, one of them's blue. Okay. Purple violet. We're just going to darken it here. It's under that box. Darken the berries underneath them, get them a shadow. That little guy there. Make it a brighter purple. Blue one on top. This is going to be dark indigo, and we're just going to go over those light, or these little dots with a white Posca. I think we'll do a lot of little white lights, lines on these. Sorry, the dark underneath the ribbon for the shadow. I didn't do that down here. We should do that. This one, I don't know if I can get that dark. So what I thought was purple is Delft Blue. And that is a shadow. Then the light blue on top of it. Do that on the other side too. Light blue on top. Should really get my little sweeper thing instead of my hand brushing it all over the place. Okay, we're going to go in with the Sanguine and put it on the side of this box. Okay, back in with the light flush. Just go over that. There we go. This package, it's blue, so I'm gonna go in with that Delft Blue, Delft Blue, and we're gonna do the twine here that goes on this package. Then we'll put some down here. And then go back over it with the sky blue. Okay, and that little tail there is green, so we'll stick a little green. I picked up the indigo. We don't want to do that. Blue stem there, green here. Okay, and we have a purple one down in here. I think this purple one can get little white stars or something on it. Needs something. This is the one we made up, so it doesn't look like we're stacked on thin air. So I'm just going to darken down here. The darker you make these when you go in with a white or something, it always stands out better. So and we're behind everybody, so we should be kind of a darker color. There we go. Okay, everybody done package wise except for our polka dots. I think I'm going to leave those for glitter. We don't have that bow or that bow, so what color needs to come up here? I think we need either a green. I think that green would work up well up here with this brown one. So we'll bring in the pine green. Put that in where it's either tied or on the tips. Then we'll put the other green in the other areas. Just kind of lightly feather it in there. And then go over it with the light green and we'll get our highlights. There we go. If you need it darker in anywhere, just go back in with the dark. Okay, this one. I'll go purple. No, it's too close to purple. I can go blue. Why not? Okay, we'll go in with the Delft Blue. and the tips where the knots go, and kind of in between here, and then the light blue. Soften up that point on there. And there we go. We don't have a bow on here either. Okay, so we have to do that bow. We'll just do it in the lime green or the light green. Boom, 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 boom. And some color there. We didn't do this berry here. We gotta darken that guy up. And all these little berries are gonna get done the same way. The color I have right now is just burnt carmine. And we're just going to darken up one side of those berries. We're going to do this flower here. And all these berries up here, just kind of darken one edge of them. Then we have to decide what we're going to do with all these beads. If we're going to multicolor them. Oh boy, yeah, it would be pretty. But I'd have to have a pattern. So let's pick out our primary colors that we used in here. We had a red, so we have our madder. We have I like the Delft Blue, was kind of bright. We have the purple, violet. So we have red, we need a yellow, which will bring in the cadmium. Yellow, is that going to be too bright? I'll work out between those two, and then we need a green. We want the light green or the dark green? The light green probably. Okay, so that's going to be our color range. And then I want them in a pattern that is pretty but not rainbowy. So I don't want them in this line. So we'll kind of do a yellow and then a red. Still have to be like that. How's that? That would look pretty good. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors we have. We're going to start down here. We're going to do yellow, then the red. You can see this, right? And then this is the dark chrome, almost a orange. Then the Delft Blue, almost a purple. The light green. And then the, it's the purple violet. So that doesn't look too bad. And we'll just repeat that all the way around. Keeping these pencils in order so I don't goof up. The This can get really boring for you, can't it? I didn't do that yellow one very good. There we go. Yellow one, red one, dark cadmium one, light green one. That one might not show up terribly good. Delft Blue, and then the purple. Oh wow, that actually worked out nice. Because oh, did I goof up here? I did. I knew I would. Okay, this one is supposed to be the blue, and that one's supposed to be the green. So, orange, and then the Delft Blue, then the green, and then the purple. I knew I'd goof up. Okay, so we're going to do that up and around up here too. I don't think you really need to watch me do that. We're going to start with the yellow, then the red, the orangish color, the Delft Blue, the light green, and the purple. Okay, you get the hint. I'll do that off camera. It's gonna get a little annoying. So we'll get that finished. And like I said, I'm gonna leave these spots for some stickles. This little guy over here needs a little white, just right there. And this one. I'm going to be doing an inking on the background, so all of this will go together at some point. These beads up here, we're going to do the same way. We'll do a yellow, then a red, the orangish color, the blue, the green, and the purple, and then just start over till you end up done. And then we'll do the yellow, blue, and orange, and then it'll have, well, we could do it. I'm going to put the orange here because that would be the next in line, and then the blue here, and we'll just do this one would be red because we're going backwards, yellow, and then the purple up here. There we go. And then we'll just do the same on the other side. The little tiny ones are going to be done in stickles, so I'm not going to worry about those. Yeah. So I'll just finish these little dudes off over on this side, and then I will show you how to ink it. Okay, here we go. We've got the little balls all done except for on this side. Oh, crud. We'll try to match it. Second one is the orange, and then the orange goes up here. Boom, boom. We didn't do this side either. Critters. Did we put another orange one up here? Really wanted to have this done. And I didn't. This red isn't very good. I can't see that far away. Okay, then it was the blue. Blue. And the blue, did it make it up here? It should be right about here, I think. Green. Don't know if the green made it up on the top. Purple. And then the yellow again, and red. Okay, the little one on this side, I'm gonna just go orange, red, or sorry, yellow, red, orange, blue, and then the green. I have to get the color down before I ink, or I won't be getting the color down. Okay, did we start in the little one? Little guy. Red. Orange. Blue. Yeah, I had to talk myself through all of that, doing the same thing. I had to tell myself what color to use. If I didn't, I was all messed up. Okay. I'm going to use this one because I want a light color. Ink it up with, do it this way, broken china. And just going to lay it down very, very, very gently on the page and go around the presents first. Try to avoid these polka dots unless I want them blue, because once the ink is down, it's down. Can go over the blue presents. Might help it. Come out a little bit, because we want the blue out here too. We want the blue covering the whole page, but just a light coloring of it. Very, very, very lightly. I'm not putting any pressure, I'm just running the brush on the paper. Inking it up, putting it down, and just moving the brush in a circular motion. Always put on more ink. There's only a few ways to take it off. Just going to kind of run this all over the page. Some areas might be a little darker, some can be a little lighter. Okay, well, then we're going to make sure that that ink is not on any, or too much on the drawing itself. So we'll get that off. I'm going to see if it will splatter, but I'm not sure if it will. But that'll also help if you have any ink on the page. Boy, that just soaks the water up. So we'll see if that does anything. May or may not, I don't know. Put a little more up here. Okay. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to put some white splatter on here. And then we're going to go in with the, like the Posca. Let me see. Sleigh should be dry enough. Sorry, you have to shake that up real good. Okay, we're going to put like a line here and some dots. On the packages, you can do the same thing. When you want to make, let's see, look on this purple one, we're going to put dots on it, so we're just going to go in here. And put dots on that package. You can go on all your little designs here if you want. Make those white instead of black. On your bows. On this package, we're going to just go on those little dots. And get it kind of a swirly pattern. These snowflakes. And if you want, you can just decorate every single package up. It's Christmas. Put sparkles in those. Okay, even on the leaves you can add some little sparkles, shine, some dots. Just have fun with it. And then, like I said, we're going to get out stickles. Let's see what I got here. And give it some sparkle. So this is just the, this one might be empty, but I think this is diamond. We're going to go around, put it on the polka dots. Down here on these. Put it on the bows, the berries, anything you want to put it on. On the ribbons. I could put this on the sleigh too. This goes in there. Just do yourself a favor and don't touch it and run your hand through it when you're doing it. It's the only problem. And we can't forget the little branches and the star up here at the top. Now you may not be able to see this too terribly well, but believe me, it sparkles. So we're going to put it here and just kind of draw a line up and over and down. Do this little swirl up here too. Now I really have to be careful and not put my hand in it. Do the same on this side. And the swirl. Do this little guy here and this little guy here. Those berries. You might as well do the berries up here too. Carefully. There. I think I have it on every bow except for this one, so I'm going to, we'll get some of that on there too. There we go. Ah, the Christmas tree. I can go nuts with glitter. There we go. Anyway, I got to put little white dots on this. I have to go to another area to do that. I already got my arm in something because I got glitter down here. So we might as well add it right down on some of this. I'm not going to go on the lines. I'm going to go above them, down below them, just to add interest into that and cover up any mistakes that we have down here. Okay, white splatters, and then I will take a picture and show you what it looks like at the end of the video. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care everyone. Bye now.